Students, Drama 1. Welcome to another async day. This is a great day for you to finish your monologue, finish typing your monologue, and rehearse and annotate your monologue. So stick with me as I go over everything that we need to do. Okay, so you obviously would go into your period 1 Google Classroom. I will post an async assignment with all of this ready, but you kind of do have everything that you need here. It says write your monologue here, week 16. It says it was due May 2nd. You could go ahead and you can click and you could see the rubric right here of everything that you need to have. But you also have this handy dandy graphic organizer right here. There are just so many resources living within your stream. If you go to the stream, if you scroll down and click to lesson 10 drama, on one of the first slides, you have a bunch of videos. You have the link to the rubric embedded, and then you have an additional promise model that you can click right here. I have to say I haven't read this one out loud in class, but this has always been really, really helpful. So you don't have to write it in the graphic organizer, but if you do end up using the Google Doc, which once again, like the Google Doc graphic organizer right here, if you go ahead and you use that, you should be able to hit everything. Remember, it says write your promise. We were stating our promises out loud in class already, and we did that in Nearpod. If you're kind of stuck and you're like, whoa, what's going on? You can always like dial it back, and you could go to the week 15 academic prep and just review those thinking maps right there, right? And going through and making these thinking maps and actually clicking the videos will help you. But enough of that. So you do have an example monologue in the deck, the lesson 10 deck. And if you do, you can watch all these. I mean, I would watch the student monologues first, or like go back and just kind of like look at all of their scripts right here, their color-coded scripts. There was a YouTube video of me talking about all of their scripts last for academic prep for last week's async. You should check that out. But if you do go and click on the example monologue, like these different ones, and if you click on that, I could kind of show where you go after you write your promise. So I would really like, my advice to you guys is to come at 11:30 to class with your partners and go ahead and read through this with them. You can use the mid-project critique even. But where you want to go afterwards, after, like, let's say, for example, that this is your monologue. You use the graphic organizer, but you remove the text. So let's make a quick Google Doc, and you write sophomore promise script. You should put your name, Kevin Pastor. You want to go ahead and you want to post it to Seesaw. So again, take a picture of it and post it to Seesaw so I can see that you have it. Then your next step is to go through and color code it. So if I had to admit, right, that I've made mistakes. So what you want to do is go through and highlight anything that you want to emphasize. Maybe I want to go down in pitch. If I had to admit I've made mistakes, right? And you want to go through and you want to like annotate for vocal choices, because we're like looping back to where we were. So why do we hate? Why do we discriminate? I'm so tired and exhausted of what we see on social media. Stop! So you see, by rehearsing it out loud and by writing down and annotating my script, crescendo, I will be more ready to read it out loud in class on Thursday. So what I want you to do is, yes, post your script, right? And yes, come like hook up with your friends during my Zoom tomorrow when I post to Zoom, and just come and like go through. But I want to see you like really, really annotate. And a couple of reminders, like to make sure that you're admitting to making a mistake. So here I admit to making a mistake. I take off my mask. Every single day after school when my parents weren't home, I made up a screen name to terrorize her. Yes, I use the word terrorize me. So here, like, we have the student admitting to bullying. Why do I do this? I'm so ashamed of myself. All right. So a great thing to do is like ask rhetorical questions if you feel stuck. Right. So a lot of the students who are coming to office hours, like they're not using the resources. They're not using the graphic organizer. So again, if you're really stuck, go here. If you're still stuck, dial back, do that thinking map where we are facing our history. Okay, everyone, thank you so much. And we're going to go ahead. We're going to have a great async day. I'll see you for rehearsal.